SFL, it's me, Gee, and I got Will with me this week. We're back to our usual, no special guest today. What you gotta say, Will?
I'm just the best. I mean, just how it goes. 3-0, number one in the power rankings. You can't beat me. You can't hate on my team at the beginning of the year and then see that I'm 3-0. It's just easy. This division is easy.
Yeah, I do remember someone named Dylan going around saying that this game is easy and then taking a massive L, um, and being 1-2 at the moment. So I would watch out with that trash talk. It sometimes comes to bite you. And talking about Dylan and his baseball game video talking shit on us, we'll go over to his match versus Victor. Victor is proving to be the best team in the league at the moment, 3-0. It's had another big game, 198 points scored versus 176. What brings me pause is this big game was on the back of 50 points from Trey Tucker. Is this a real thing? Or is this just bullshit?
I I don't agree with you. I understand what you're saying. He has two great quarterbacks, but Henry is being used less and less. And if you look, the only reason he won is touchdowns. He had, what is that, 10 touchdowns this week?
Yep, 10 touchdowns.
Uh, and that ain't going to happen week to week. Trey Tucker's not going to have, or whatever his name is, Tucker's not going to have 50-point games with that rest of the wide receiving core. And Brock Bowers, my man. I do think Tyler Warren had a game that he probably would regret as far as his thing. But I mean, you know, everything else, Scary Terry's hurt, possibly not playing next week. And if you look down at his bench, I know Hunter Henry had 38 points, but are you going to see 11 targets again for Hunter Henry? Possibly. But that's about it, kind of thing. So,
Yeah, he had
I,
8 targets week one, but only 3 in week two. These tight ends are fishy, man. They're like that. You just never know.
yeah, I don't know. But I feel like Dylan got a little unlucky this week with that Tucker 50 pointer because it wasn't like his team played bad, but
He would have beat most teams this week.
and I think the Genty trade, even though let's see, what would he have instead of Genty?
I think
It would
Samuel
have been
had 11
Benson.
points. It wouldn't have been much more.
I gotcha, but in theory, Genty didn't have a great game, but I do see him having a much better game, and who would have thought that Chicago's offense would not be going through more? It'd be going through Rome Odunze. Like Rome is having an amazing
Yeah,
year,
he
and
is.
that 31 points, and he only has 14 points from DJ Moore. That's just upsetting. I would be upset, but overall, you know, he has a very scary team, this being Victor. But if something happens, which injuries are coming,
Yeah.
I don't trust it.
Yeah, again, I've said this before. I don't like his wide receivers. He just had one monster game from Tucker, and that was it. And Tyler Warren isn't. I don't know. People keep on. I guess it's from week one was a very good week with the 9 targets, got 21 points. Week two, 79 yards too. So maybe this is the outlier, but
They didn't throw the ball. I mean, I obviously have Daniel Jones. He didn't have his usual yardage as far as most of it was coming through. He had a touchdown, two touchdowns, one being rushing. So
and Taylor ran the ball really well this game too.
he did, and they were up. Like they didn't
Yeah,
need to. They didn't need to.
beat him up real good. So Victor gets the W on this game to stay in that division. It is G Hole and Love Story, I believe, right? In that
Yes,
division.
you're right. Hmm.
G Hole barely beats out the Queefs in really a low scoring game, 156 to 135. Poor coaching on Gary's side. He could have had 174, and Jordan could have had 190 as well. Dalton Kincaid on the bench for Jordan's side, whereas on Gary's side had Thornton from Kansas City with the big game.
just crazy. I mean, I know I might be an outlier on these things, but in our league, I just don't understand the three running back start. I just won't get it. I understand in certain situations, but Gary is a three running back starter, and to have those three running backs starting is a little bit scary to me for him. I mean,
The Pacheco
obviously,
one.
yeah, like Pacheco is not. It's not like Pacheco's done anything. I don't think he has
Yeah,
a touchdown
Pacheco's been
all year
bad.
long.
He's been bad
Um,
this year.
yeah, and then and then playing Franklin over Shakir, and I know Shakir has that Buffalo offense is weird, but Franklin is a number two receiver on a Denver offense that has not found itself yet
I mean,
this season.
Shakir also only had 4 targets as well, and he's got the
True.
touchdown. If I mean, could
I don't
you?
think you put Thornton in, obviously, but
Yeah, he had
he
nine
might.
targets this week though. That is
Well, yeah, and
is
he did have a good game last week, but like,
yeah, but he got a good game because he scored one giant bomb of a touchdown.
true. I mean, I worry about Gary's team. We've all worried about Gary's team from the beginning. It was Chiefs heavy, kind of thing, and then the Chiefs don't look like the Chiefs of the past. And if you look at G Hole's team, CeeDee Lamb going out real early
Yeah, that
obviously
sucked.
didn't help. But if let's say CeeDee Lamb scores 20, 176 in this league is not winning
Uh,
week to week.
it was good enough for this week though for most teams, I believe.
Was it?
Yeah, it's like 157 is where the median was.
Gotcha.
So like 170 this week was good because again, nobody scored 200. We had Victor go 198, and that was the closest. You and I were right flirt. You got 190. I was right behind you. So
Yeah.
everyone else, like Dylan, would have beat the vast majority of teams this week. He just happened to get unlucky and face Victor.
That's why I think sometimes we need to go to that median scoring as well.
Maybe. Yeah, but it sucks for Jordan. CD Lamb's out. I don't know how long he's gonna be out. Do you know?
It said it was a high ankle sprain, so that's at least 4 weeks, kind of thing. And those never are great, you know.
Yeah.
So Pickens, Turpin, they're gonna start getting some uptick, that's for sure.
And let's go on to your division. We'll start with your game where you just walloped Kyle. Gave him his first loss of the season, 190 to 143.
It was all about coaching, 99%. And the only reason it wasn't 100 was that Herbert took a knee and made it instead of 27.9, he had 27.6. So, um, but you know, I did all this though with what is that? One, two, three, four, five, six touchdowns. I scored 190.
Yeah,
That's what's always giving me some hope.
yeah.
Is I'm not really getting a lot of touchdowns out of my team, but they're just consistently getting yards, doing their thing, getting their targets. So I'm
And,
excited about it.
and Mike Evans got hurt too. Was it mid
He did.
game or like third quarter?
Third quarter, mid third quarter, yeah. So and that game became crazy at the end too,
Yeah, yeah.
kind of thing. So it could have been a much better game for him, but still a decent game. And then, unfortunately, Flowers was going to have a bad week, and it was this week.
Yeah.
After many great weeks, and then
Travis Hunter is playing defense more than offense now.
yeah, Travis Hunter, I don't know. And he had Junkins on the bench after having a 17-point game, and then gets a 21-point game. That's a rough one for you. Um, I don't know. It just sucked for him that Love didn't have a great game. Only scoring 10 points against Cleveland. That you never think that, and you would hope that Mariota would be okay, and he was great. And what a switch! He had Lawrence starting going into Sunday, and he switched that. So got to give him credit for that. I mean, he got almost everything he could out of this team this week.
Yeah, yeah. This team is just in a little rough spot. We'll have to see. It's. I don't think he can keep on starting Hunter, and again, he's starting a running back in the flex. I mean, but he
Uh,
can start running back in the flex with how his team is built with Judkins.
I'm okay with his team starting a running back in the flex only because, like you talked about before, is receivers are pretty low, and I would say that Pollard, obviously Bijan to me is a wide receiver running back
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
thing. So, and Pollard is the number one. There's not anybody around, and Warren's the number one. So you've got a really strong case there.
Our next game in this division is the Goblin versus Martial Law. Holden falls to 0-3. Rob gets his first win of the season, 172 to 157.
Rob's 2015 team took this game over to this week with Tarod and Carson Wentz
I
having
know, right?
monster games.
I know, right? Oh, not even
So,
monsters. They're just 25-point
well,
games.
yeah,
Like,
comparatively what he's been getting out of Flacco and everyone else, it seems like. But
yeah, I mean, he doesn't have Purdy. He doesn't have Burrow. That is rough, man. When you lose both of your starting quarterbacks in
well, I
our
think
league,
Purdy
that's
should be
rough.
back next week. They're saying only because now what's his face is hurt, and San Francisco as well. He's day to day with an ankle injury, but I think Purdy's going to be back next week.
Yeah,
Calvin Ridley is the thing that gets me. One catch. That offense doesn't look great.
Targets. I mean,
Yeah,
Cam Ward just hasn't looked good, unfortunately. He's just not that accurate of a passer at the moment.
yeah. And then Mr. Marvin Harrison does as usual. Three catches. I think he dropped what two easy. He dropped a touchdown.
He dropped a touch. He dropped another one that was like a 50-yard bomb or something.
Yeah.
Trying to catch, like the ball's coming out of his stomach while he's like, and then he tries to jump for it and he goes. I never seen a wide receiver try to catch a ball like that. Like he's so bad.
And then T Higgins was somebody obviously won him this championship last year
Yeah.
against me. Had a lot of hope in there, and then that offense is nothing right now. And hopefully they make a trade, being the Bengals, and get a quarterback because I don't think Brownie's the guy.
Ferguson getting an uptick in targets with CD Lamb getting hurt, so
Yeah.
maybe that's something to be hopeful about on Rob's squad. On the other side, the Goblin, Sam Laporta just hasn't been that dude, which is weird, right? Like tight end came in as rookie, was the dude, and now he's not anymore.
And especially in that game script. I mean, 30 points or 38 points, sorry. And the ball was just being thrown around the park. I mean, granted, there was a lot of running too, but at the same time, I mean, he should have easily had more than 4 targets.
Uh, Bill Krosky only did 11 points because he caught a touchdown. Debo Samuel came back down to earth. Is this the real Debo Samuel? Is the 29 points and 10 targets, 8 targets? Like, was that what happened there? Was it because they're just Marcus Mariota came in? Maybe that's what it is. Just the quarterback
Well,
change.
he didn't start the game. The other guy started, like
Really?
Gonzalez or whatever. Like the first run,
No, no. I'm
like an
talking about
early run.
Debo. I'm talking about Debo.
Oh, sorry, Debo. I apologize. I thought you were about JCM. JCM didn't even start the game.
There you go.
But no, Debo, yeah, no, I get you. It was surprising about the Debo game because, Mariota did have a decent game for what it was. I mean, he had a
Yeah,
rushing touchdown, but
he was running the ball a lot.
yeah.
And then again, this is the weird choice of charting Montgomery over Bill Krosky. But again, I don't know. It's not like Montgomery has been blowing it up this year. Just like this week was an anomaly.
Well, if he starts him, he wins.
Yeah.
And granted, I mean, obviously him being a Washington fan, he probably goes that way. I am just been shocked, and I think it's not very surprising. Before the season started, I was trying to give a lot of stuff to get Lad McConkey.
Oh, you're
I was
lucky
going to
everybody
give up
turned you
Keenan
down.
Allen. I was going to give up them all just to get Lad because I thought he was the guy. And right now it's Quentin and Allen that are getting all the targets from Herbert
It's
for the
crazy as
most part.
shit I'm about to say. I'd rather have Cuge over McConkey.
Yeah. Well, I for some reason I think Herbert, and maybe this is just because early on, he likes the bigger receivers. He's not going to the slot as much. He's going down the field
Yep,
on the
he's seen
outside,
it.
and Keenan is really that slot guy in the red zone that he's looking for, over the middle, all that stuff. So
A rough game for Holden. Let's finish out with my division here. Start on Ari versus Human. Pretty close game, 157 to 149. Ari goes 3-0. Human takes the second loss of the season.
Chase Brown, man, I just again that game was just a bad game. But Chase Brown having as poor of a game it was, 17 yards rushing. How many times did he get to rush? 10.
Uh, I've read somewhere that he's like getting tackled behind the line of scrimmage almost every single snap.
That's the line's not doing their job, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean, if you look at Human's team, it's just he's going to get a big upgrade now with Pickens.
yeah.
You know, so
Pickens
that's
go
going to
away.
help. Johnson came down to earth a little bit for him, and then Mims got lucky that he had so many yards
Return
returning the
yards. Yeah,
ball. But now he's got Scattaboo,
he does have
so
Scatterboo. He can
he's
swap
got
swap
Scattaboo.
Brown and Scatterboo.
The weird one was not him starting Ibuka, which we all said.
Yeah, yeah. I would have started a book over Mims, but at this moment, man, Brian Thomas is actually.
Yeah,
It's too
it's
late to
crazy.
trade him, right? It's like nobody's gonna buy him anymore.
And I'm watching him play because obviously we live in that market. I'm I'm seeing him play more and more. He's like alligator arms and everything. It's like
Yeah,
he's worried about getting hit,
yeah,
and he's not trying for the ball. It's weird.
yeah. Sucks for him. And on the other side, we had Ari with the win. Nothing special on this team other than Jameer Gibbs, 2 touchdowns. That's really what did it for him. James Cook has been amazing this season.
Yes.
Michael Pittman got a touchdown, which is nice for him. Jamar Chase is struggling. His quarterbacks are struggling.
His team's still very good. I think this was his bad week. This is the week somebody could have got easily got him.
Yeah,
Um,
and he just ended up with a good matchup to
he
get.
just had a good matchup
Yeah,
because Jefferson had 5 catches, 75 yards, no touchdowns. That's not going to happen week to week,
yeah.
especially when they win 48-10.
And then Chase
Kind of thing.
also not having Joe Burrow is
Correct.
rough.
Yeah. So I think Adi is still the clear, as we've talked about. I mean, he's got the best roster. He's the clear number one team. Right. But
Hey, he's lucky that he started 3-0 as well. That's the good part for his team. He started 3-0, so he
yeah,
can he could take some beatings while waiting for Jamar Chase to get Burrow back, and we'll see. You think Jefferson comes back to being last year's Jefferson because he hasn't been this year?
I think he's I think he's better without JJ McCarthy.
I agree
Um,
with you. Yeah, but Carson Wentz really didn't do him that much better.
I think there's I think both the Bengals and the Vikings need to reassess their quarterback situation
You know,
for for this season because I don't think Burrow's going to be back until maybe the playoffs.
really, it's that
I
bad?
mean, they say it's a grade 3, or grade 4 tear, which they say is 3 months, which is 12 weeks. We're talking about week 16.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
So, so
Holy
why wouldn't
shit.
they go out and go get, Jameis or, I know that he's worth a lot of money, but go in Atlanta and get what's his face.
They can't afford
Um,
him. They can't afford
I
Cousins.
know that's a
They can't do
problem.
it.
Cousins is too much money. Cousins is the perfect fit, one of the perfect fits for that offense in Cincinnati. I feel like, but you have a Jameis guy, you got a bunch of guys that you can go get. Why not do that? I know Browning had a good first game when they won it and came back, but he's still throwing so many picks.
Um, I mean, they were. I don't know. Weird game. Maybe Jefferson still got it because Minnesota won by running the ball.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what it is. And to
Which is a
finish
good
up,
thing I traded Mason. What you're trying
yeah,
to say, right?
yeah, rough.
Well,
And to finish it
whatever.
off, blowout. D Haas goes down to 0-3. I go to 2-1, 188 to 123. There's nothing D Haas could have done. His entire team sucked at this game. Penix led the Atlanta Falcons to a 0 point game against Carolina. Only got him 5.5 points. Yeah, this
I,
team is
I did
struggling.
not see this, but you changed your logo.
I
I don't know
did.
how. Or, it's a great logo.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
think it's a great one. I can say from looking at his team, I was looking at Edge just before we started, and 90% of his team is on the you should get them on the waiver wire. So his whole team is just a bunch of waiver wire pickups that he's found, and he knows that. I don't understand why he didn't start Smith.
Probably
Like,
because Jalen Hurts wasn't throwing on the ball week 1 and week 2. Look at this.
yeah, but still, you start him over a backup for the Giants. I know Robinson had a big game the last game, but he is still Russell
He had
Wilson.
8 targets and 10 targets. I believe. I understand. Like I understand. You go week 1 8 targets, week 2 10 targets, and 142 yards in week 2. It wasn't like Wendell Robinson from last year where every pass was behind a line of scrimmage. He actually looked like a real wide receiver. I get it.
Okay. Or what about Boot or Butt or whatever? He had one catch for a touchdown last week, and you
Yes.
put him in.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
what are you thinking?
Yes. I agree with you on that one. Booty should have stayed on the bench.
I feel bad because Penix. I think also why start Penix when you have Robinson starting? Why not start Russell Wilson? I know he's got Drake London as well, but why not start Russell Wilson when you saw what a great game it is,
Yeah, yeah,
and you
yeah.
put Robinson in?
I mean, Penix had a
I
good week 1, but he also had a good week 1 against Atlanta, which every quarterback is going to have a good week against Tampa Bay. Every
Tampa Bay
quarterback,
sucks.
yeah, Tampa Bay defense is just bad. But yeah, yeah. Do you hear that they're benching Wilson now?
Or
So
are they?
yeah,
Is that new?
it's new. Jackson Dart is going to get the start this week.
I mean, listen, he got booed out of his own city, during that game. What was it, Sunday Night Football? He looked terrible. He was throwing lobs, and he just doesn't look. He didn't look against the Giants. It was the Giants, the Dallas game. I know he had a lot of throws, but he was just throwing it up, and thankfully those guys were catching the ball.
Yeah.
I think Penix is going to find it. I don't know when, but Drake London is just.
Do you think they start Cousins at all at any point?
I don't
Think
think
they
so.
ever go back?
I think Cousins is dead. They just do not want to deal with Cousins. They don't want to go to Cousins and Cousins have a great game and then they have to stay with him. I think they hate him that much. Like
I
they hate
think
themselves for picking him up.
I think if he has a bad game against Washington,
Yeah.
they have a bye week 5, then they start thinking about working him in during the bye week to play Buffalo on Monday night.
Possible.
That's what I think could happen. Um,
But your team obviously had quarterback play wasn't your best
no,
this week.
no,
Obviously Young.
didn't have to do
I mean,
anything.
how Bryce Young only? I mean, granted they were running the ball, but 121 yards, they still won 30-0. I mean,
Yeah,
I
because
guess it was Carolina's defense was so good.
Carolina's defense was just destroying that game.
McCaffrey had a great game. He's had a great game every week. And then Waddle had for his first touchdown, which was great. I think that he's getting into that offense finally, which is
Yeah,
good to see.
yeah.
And then your usual. I mean, your wide receivers are good. I'm not hating on it. I'm hoping that we can see maybe Jennings come back so Pearsall doesn't have as many balls thrown to him. But that's another person I think they hate is Jennings. And now you got Andrews on the bench
Yeah,
scoring 30 points. Look at you.
yeah. Andrews came back finally. So, I don't know. It was weird. Same shit happened last year. They didn't throw Andrews the ball for like the first 2 weeks. Um, let's take a look at our standings now. Rivalry week is finally, or the rivalry weeks are finally over for the first half of them at least. Um, in the Welters division, Victor got a win against everybody. I didn't even know this was possible. Victor went 3-0, and everyone else went 1-2. How is that possible?
Crazy.
Uh, in the Donnie's division, you are the in the lead there, 3-0. Kyle's 2-1. Rob is 1-2. The Goblins 0-3. And the Dudes division, Ari leads our division 3-0. I'm 2-1. Human's 1-2, and Dehas is 0-3. So it does not, like last year. I felt like all the teams were really close together, and this year does not feel like that at all. Coming out
No.
of these weeks,
I
we
mean, like
got clear winners.
I'm surprised Gary's at 1-2.
Yeah. Let's take a look at points for standing here. Obviously, I had the really bad week one, which is dragging me down. But Dehas all the way at the bottom, 432, and Gary at 443. Yeah, those teams are looking rough.
Yeah. I mean, Dehas, I don't see the fix, and he's already said that. I mean, injuries have crushed his hope, and not having Penix do anything as well. So, um,
And we have three teams that have scored 550 points. That's yourself, Ari, and Victor, all scored 550 points. And all three of you are 3-0. So, like, that makes sense too. You guys should have won your games, and you did.
well, it's just consistency. If you look at, all four of us, we're all in the top six for every category.
And I feel like there's one team that's on the bubble that could be a 2-1 team, but is a 1-2 team, and that's Dylan. He's that team with the 500 points. But he has two losses. He's the only team that has two losses and is at 500 points. So uh, Kyle is at 500 points, and he's got two wins. So just to keep that up there. Yeah, it looks like we got clear winners and clear losers.
Interesting because you look at you were talking about Dylan's team. Dylan's team is very solid everywhere but tight end. Same thing with you.
Yeah, hopefully it just fixes itself. I think here's the thing too. I think Dylan has some hope if McCarthy stays out. Hawkinson had 13 targets with Carson Wentz. Look at this, 21 points. It went from 4-3 to 21.
Well, and I also think if you look at what he's struggling with, Bo Nix has been awful all year long. Like, he hasn't been Bo Nix in the past. What is he averaging? He had one week two that was good.
Yeah,
but
and then Dylan traded for him after that week too, and then.
Oh yeah, well there you go. But yeah, Bo Nix, you lost Josh Allen for this.
But he got Drake May out of it too.
Been solid.
Drake May's been good, so I feel like that trade is still working for Dylan in his favor.
Yeah.
Because he got Cortland Sutton out of that trade as well.
He did, yeah. It was Sutton, May, and Nix.
And Sutton had a great game last week.
Yeah, especially after having a poor game the week before. So, good for him on that. And listen, it's hard for him, but he has Quentin Johnson on the bench.
Yeah, he should be playing. Should be starting him.
And even Cooper Kupp is a startable player on certain weeks. And Trey Benson now is the number one running back.
That's true.
For Arizona. So he's got a lot. He's got tough decisions to make week to week. He didn't, and I think it was just a situational this week where if Trey Benson might be a starter in week 4 for him.
Yeah. Let's go on to next week's now. We will go ahead and take a look here. We have. Oh, that's week 3. I'll look at week 4. I think I just messed up my screen here.
You did. That's okay.
How did that happen?
Did you turn everything off or just that?
Apparently I knocked my microphone over and it broke everything. Sorry, everybody. Give me 1 second here. We are back. There we go. Um, week 4. There you go. I punched my microphone over and got everything lost. Okay, so talking about Dylan, he is going up against Ari this week. Again, our rivalry weeks is over, so now we're back into the stage where everyone plays against everyone one time. Dylan has a 2-win game streak versus Ari and a 7-5 record against him. And let's see what the projections are going to be for this game. Dylan is actually projected to win 143 to 141. Interesting.
I think that just goes with the lack of faith they have in Jefferson with the quarterback switch.
Yeah.
But and Rodgers has not been great. So
I mean,
I think
Ari
his
is
quarterbacks are better.
starting 2 tight ends as well. Again.
True. Mm-hmm.
You know, kind of like you have to figure out what you're going to do about that, man. Like, you have to get some more wide receiver depth. Like, you have to try to, like, all right, you got to try to trade Jefferson or Chase to somebody to get 2 wide receivers. Trade one of those wide receivers for 2 wide receivers. I think that's the only thing you can do. Um, Billing on the other side. Seems like he's got some good matchups too, man. Looking at this, it's Drake May is.
Yeah, I actually I don't agree all the time with the predictors, but I do feel like this is that week. I feel like this is the week that we will see that first loss for Audie. I think Dylan's team is good enough, and I do think he'll start Trey Benson over maybe Genty because of that Chicago defense. It's not like the Chicago defense is good,
Yeah.
but I'd rather start Benson, who I know is going to get catches and running, over Genty, who's just going to run.
He could also try to trade Benson away, to be honest.
He has offered Benson in trades. I know that for it to be a fact.
He's got to get on that quick because we got to get that 24-hour window. Benson does play on the Thursday night game, so he does got to get that trade in today or tomorrow afternoon. So the player can swap hands prior to the game.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, like I said, he's already offered me a deal this morning, so at like 10 a.m. So he's ready to go. And if he offered me a deal, he's probably offered 5 deals to 5 other people. So
Yeah, I haven't gotten one yet myself. Talked about QJ. I probably would start Quentin Johnston over DJ Moore myself, and I think the projections agree with me. They do. They do agree with me there. But other than that, yeah, I do think this is the upset. I think Dylan pulls through and does beat Ari, and I think it's on the back of that double tight end. First off, Ari doesn't even have one good tight end, and he's starting 2 of them. That's not good.
well, yeah, especially because Pitts is getting thrown to by Penix right now, and Penix is not doing anything. But I don't know what he does different. I mean, why is he not starting Gain? Oh, it's not Gainwell. Sorry, I was thinking that was somebody else.
His highest projected guy on his bench is Kirk.
Yeah,
He's
and
got
Kirk
7 points.
was okay.
I mean, he had 8 targets, but he only got 7 points. He got 25 yards.
It's going to be a tough one.
It's that Houston offense, man. It's worrying. I'm not touching anyone on that team other than Collins. Honestly, that's
it.
Of
course.
Our next game here, we got Human versus the Goblin. Goblin is 2-0 versus Human in our lifetime record. And Human is projected to break that streak, 140 points to 133.
I think the Goblin has room to work with bench wise if he's smart enough. I mean, I think JSM has shown that he's not the guy to start week to week. So that is not going to, nothing on this bench is going to give him projected win. But if you look at the defenses, like Indy's defense has been tough, but they still give up a lot of points. So with Stafford and Puka, it could be a shootout. It could be a 40 to 35 game kind of thing. So I like his matchups better. And then Baker's got Philly. That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that Human wins, but I would not be shocked if the Goblin finds a way to break his 0-3.
On the optimum, the Goblin's ahead. So maybe he hasn't changed his lineup yet. Maybe, like he could be starting Montgomery over Krosky Merritt. I don't know. I don't know. This is a rough one. I think I'm gonna go with Humendo. I do think his players are coming up, and his wide receivers on his team have benefited from injuries on their own team. For Ibuka, Mike Evans got injured, Pickens, CeeDee Lamb got injured, so his receivers should be getting more targets this game, and I think that could be enough to do it. Next game, oh my goodness gracious, I didn't even know this was happening. You and me, buddy.
That's right.
You and me this week.
And I do think if you don't put Dylan's game above it, I think we have the game of the week. 3-0, 2-1. Um, two strong teams, and I think it's going to be.
The two
I think it's going
highest
to be one of the
projected
best.
teams for the week too.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a good week. I like my matchups a lot better than I liked my matchups last week. So that's always great to see, especially on the quarterback side. So, the Giants defense against Herbert, that's going to be something I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, projected 149, 146. I'm projected slightly ahead. Again, game of the week. This is going to be really rough to call it. I'm really, I think it comes down to my quarterbacks. If we're going to be honest, you have good matchups on your quarterbacks. I don't know. I don't consider the Rams a good matchup, but at least you got the Giants for Justin Herbert. Whereas I have Dak Prescott going against Green Bay, which I don't feel too confident about with CeeDee Lamb going out.
Also, it's Parsons' comeback game to Dallas.
Yeah.
And they have not, and they've already announced that they're not doing a tribute. So he's probably going to be ticked off. And he's finally ramped up to playing most of the snaps. So I think he's coming for blood. But I do think the biggest thing is going to be is Hollywood Brown going to give me any points?
I think they
Because I
replaced
don't
him
have
with
anybody else.
Thornton. They replaced him with Thornton in that offense.
I know. What's what I'm saying is that I don't have
sounds.
anything else I can put up there.
Also,
So it's really just Hollywood Brown or nothing. So
why
I
don't
need
they
some
have
points.
Brown returning kicks?
I don't know why. That is true. They have, I think, a rookie or somebody like doing it, like a backup running back,
That's so
third
stupid.
string running back.
It's so stupid. Like how, like this week with all the new kick returning, like this year, right? You've seen how
Mm.
much the new kick returns has impacted the real NFL games. Why are real NFL teams not putting their best player back there to return these kicks? It seems stupid to me. It's possibilities for touchdowns and big yards. Like
Yeah.
I don't understand this. Let's use our like second string guys to do returns. No, use your best guys. It blows my mind. Hollywood Brown is like the most electric person with the ball on his hands on that team, I believe. He should be back there returning kicks.
Yeah. Well, maybe they'll change it. I'd like to see that against you this week. But that's my only thing. I have some waivers that are going out there right now, and
That
it's
waiver
a
wire looks
possible.
empty, bro. I don't know what you're looking for. I looked at there this morning. There was nothing there.
There's not much, but I do have some thoughts that if it does work out, I might take one person out and put tip for Brown. But Brown is my only one where I'm like, ugh, this is gross.
Well, I like my running backs and my wide receivers over your running backs and wide receivers, but I like your quarterbacks much more than mine. It comes down to Will Bowers have his bounce back game. Will Bryce Young actually play well versus New England? That's what it is. Super close game, game of the week. I got to bet on myself, even though I don't feel confident about that at all.
What's our record against each other? I'm not looking at legacy
A
right now.
4-3 for me, my way.
Okay, so
I won the last one.
I got to even the stage.
Yeah. Our next game is the love story of the Kansas City Chiefs versus Haas Beans. D
What a
Haas
game!
toilet bowl game of the week. D Haas has one win over Kansas City. These are our two lowest scoring teams for the season this year, going head to head as of now. And in the projections, we have D Haas with 129 points projected, and Gary is actually projected 144 on the
They
optimal.
love his team. He always is like one of the highest projections
It
every
really
week.
is. And then comes out, real game happens, and his team is awful.
Like they Kelsey 11 points. Kelsey's okay. I get it. He's got 15, 14, and 9. All right. Well, maybe 11 points is not crazy, but still. I mean, Neighbors is going to have a big game. They've already said it. They've already said they need to get him the ball.
And
Hill had a
Jackson
great
Dart,
week last
quarterback
week.
switch.
Yeah. I just don't think like I know Tua had a big game last week and the week before that, but I don't see it against the Jets.
He's so hit or miss, man.
Yeah. I don't know. And then Pat Mahomes against Baltimore.
I mean, if I was him, I would be starting Caleb Williams anyway. I mean, Caleb Williams has been on
It's
absolute
true.
fire. Like, it would be Mahomes, and he's going against Las Vegas, which has allowed a lot of yards this season. Patrick Mahomes Sunday night versus Baltimore, or not Sunday night, Sunday afternoon versus Baltimore. Definitely starting those two. Tua's on the bench. Uh, I like his running backs. I like Etienne. I like Brees Hall. He's like,
But he starts 3.
yeah, he
I
does
mean,
start
he
three.
should probably start this week. Hill, Thornton, Neighbors, and probably Shakir against the Saints.
Yeah.
We'll see. I think that he wins this week. I think that D Haas's team, and I know everyone thinks that I hate on D Haas a little bit too much, but I think his team is just really bad right now. And I mean, I can't even say words how bad his team is. I mean, he's starting a guy that I drafted and then kicked off my team because he was so bad, in Romeo Dobbs. And he's starting Fannin from Cleveland, who is not even the starting tight end for Cleveland.
Yeah.
So
He's been more productive than Njoku, though.
he has because he's playing like more of like a wide receiver
Yeah.
position than actually the tight end
Yeah, he's
position.
not
But
really
still,
playing
like
tight end.
I feel like he's just grasping for straws with his lineup right now because his bench is just so poor. So, well, hopefully Kittle comes back soon. We don't know. I haven't seen any other reports on when George is coming back, which I hope he comes back this week because that means that you know McCaffrey loses some things too.
What do you think I got to trade to get neighbors off of Gary? What do you think?
Quarterback.
You think I got to send him a quarterback?
Yeah, if you look at his team, he needs a quarterback.
He
Like
has
he needs
three. He's got Caleb Williams and Patrick Mahomes. He's feeling fine with that.
Oh, I thought you. Sorry, you were talking. You're talking about Gary. I'm for
Gary,
some
yeah,
reason I was going
neighbors.
crazy. Um, he needs receivers.
Yeah,
He'll probably need 2-star receivers. I've sent him a couple trades for neighbors and they just get rejected.
yeah, yeah. I believe it. Uh, I may try to send him a trade too, though. Probably get rejected. Next game we've got going on here is the King and Kingdoms versus Martial Law. Rob owns Victor Soul. He is 5-1 against him, and on a 5 game win streak. So Victor won their first game and has lost every single one after that. I think Victor breaks the streak here. Projection is 139 to 107 Victor's way.
Yeah, I mean, Victor's team is quarterbacks wise, can't. It's really hard to beat that team. And obviously, they don't think Taylor's going to start this week, or at least that's what the projections show.
Yeah.
I just shocked about Robert is just saying, you know what? I'm done with T. Higgins. And he just puts him on the bench. Um,
That is crazy. That is crazy, Rob. Wow.
I know Golden's a rookie and all, but he only had 11 points last game, and before that he has a total of 6 points.
Yeah, dude. Wow.
Like you got to go back to Higgins. I know that Higgins is what is that 27 points, but like he's still got 10 more points, and he's in the quote unquote better
Yeah.
passing offense.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I would not be benching Higgins.
We don't know if I don't think McLaurin's going to play this week. He's got like an ankle injury.
And again, one thing to keep in mind, Rob's projected is low because of the fact that Taylor's on the lineup and he's projected 0. So chances are he'll be starting Purdy if Purdy is active.
Which I think he will be. So that's going to be good for him. 25 points seems crazy.
And if it's not
coming off an
Purdy, it's
injury.
Joe Flacco versus Detroit, which will probably be out.
And you'll probably see Wentz's points go up a little bit projection when they satisfy that he's the actual starter. I mean, after last week, he probably still should be the starter. But Godwin is coming back for Victor's team either this week or next week, and he'll be the number one with Mike Evans out. So, and Ibuka's still, it says he has a groin injury. It's been like that last week too. So I think Godwin is going to really improve his team where he doesn't have to start a third running back like Henderson.
Yeah, which he does every single week.
Yes. 4 running backs.
Yeah.
No. For some reason I thought Warren was the Pittsburgh running back.
No, that's
yeah,
Tyler Warren.
Yeah. Either way, I see Victor winning this week if Martian Law is still in his own head about T. Higgins, I guess.
And the last game for next week, we've got G. Hole Johnson versus Hertz Fist Daily. Kyle versus Jordan. 2-2, a lifetime record. Jordan winning the last matchup. And what happened here? Jordan is projected the win. Kyle's projected 115, but that's not his optimum again because he has Mariota starting, which is projected 0. If he swaps Mariota out with Trevor Lawrence, we're looking at
or even Daniels. I mean, he's got Daniels too.
Yeah, if Daniels comes back, it'll be 145 to 140. It's supposed to be a high-scoring, close game. Justin Fields supposed to be coming back on the other side. Dwan Jennings supposed to be coming back for Jordan as well.
I mean, I feel like Kyle is going to finally give up on Hunter this week and start Mooney, maybe, I guess, or maybe go find somebody else, or maybe make a trade. I don't foresee him making a trade. I don't know the last time Kyle's made a trade in our league.
We got really close, actually. Week 1, I had a 3-way trade going with Kyle involved. He accepted his side of it, and surprise, surprise, Human was the one that rejected the other one. So there was a trade here where he would have had some more wide receivers. He tried. Kyle did try to get some wide receivers at the start of the season. He's just he's kind of given up on that, I guess.
If I had a healthy team, I would go and get a running back from him. But I don't have enough wide receivers that he would warrant him sending me one of his running backs.
Yeah, I thought about that as well. I've sent some offers his way to try to get more running backs from him. they got rejected. But I also was trying to buy Robinson. I was trying to send like Purdy
Yeah,
and some wide receivers to like grab
he's not
Rob.
giving up Bijan
Yeah,
for
he's not
anything.
going to be John. He's not going to
But
happen.
I actually think I know the projections don't see it obviously because of all the weird stuff, but I think that Kyle wins this game, especially if Fields is out, which I don't think he's playing on Monday night, but maybe he will. But if he doesn't play, he has to start C.J. Stroud, and Stroud is doesn't know where any of his receivers are except for Nico Collins. So
Yeah, he's having it rough, man. CJ
and
Stroud's
and I mean you'll see Hampton get a nice little upgrade. Obviously, I mean it wasn't like Najee Harris was taking anything from him, but he'll see a little bit of an upgrade. And then Gordon over in Miami had all the goal line
yeah,
carries.
he did. Yeah.
And so I wouldn't be surprised if that's going to be. I'm wondering if they're going to start doing a little bit of a sharing on that offense after
They
seeing
already
that
started.
performance.
They already started. Last week he had
Yeah.
10 carries or something like that. It's already a backfield, and you know, of course it happens the week that I dropped Gordon to get a tight end who then he gets hurt. But it is what it is. Who do you think takes this win here?
I think Kyle's team is better. I think if he can put the right lineup together, but I think his team is better. The only thing I would say for G Hole is that if Geno Smith is Geno Smith this week again, because he had a good week last week,
He
he had a
did.
good week in week one.
Yeah.
Is he going to regress this week going against the Chicago defense? Probably not, but
He's playing at home at
um,
least. He doesn't have to play in Chicago weather.
it's true. I mean, obviously he's got the better wide receivers. Sorry, wide receivers. He's got the better He does have the better wide receivers. He has the better quarterbacks. I feel like he should win, but for some reason I think Kyle's team is a little bit sneaky dangerous.
I'm gonna go with Jordan. I think Jordan gets the win. Both teams go to 2-2. And that is everything. Will, you got anything else you want to say to the peeps?
No, other than you're going down this week, Mr. Gee.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I hope you have a good trip.
Thank you, thank you.
Um, some people will probably hold it down. Uh, I've heard the name of the podcast that wants to do it, so it's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you. You have to wait and see.
Oh dang. Well, hopefully I'll have some good Wi-Fi at my Tokyo hotel, and I'll be able to watch it next week.
Good. What time is the games on in Tokyo?
I have no idea, man. I have no
It's
idea.
gonna be like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning.
I know that I'm hoping to watch the Thursday night game on the airplane.
Okay.
Like I'm hoping that the airplane is gonna be able to broadcast the game. Because that's when I'll be flying out. But other than that, I have no idea what's gonna happen.
Hopefully they do, and then you'll probably watch the actual Sunday games on Monday morning.
Yeah,
And there you go.
yeah. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much, SFL. You guys have a wonderful day.